Oh, what is up, legends? We are back in another week, another hype watch, and we're gonna start this week off with something kind of sad, but I did want to point it out, like while we're getting into it. But before that, like and subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you feel about the content, or if you want me to cover something in the future. And let's get right into it. All right. So first up is Stellar Fantasy, and as you can see right there, they got a service termination, which is kind of sad. This was 10 hours ago. Obviously this is on Friday right now. So you guys know. Bam, this is where we're at right now, and I'm doing this. Uh, it's kind of sad. It is definitely kind of sad. And you notice that April 29th, they ended up basically going into long-term maintenance, which usually for most games is like a GG at that point. There's only one game I've seen be in long-term maintenance for like a year plus, and that game is still going actually. But this normally when they do stuff like this is like a GG. When I saw this, I was like, yeah, they're probably out of here. You see, I am following them because I thought they had a chance of actually, like doing something, but it's unfortunate. Even with even crazier, when they said long-term maintenance right there, it's literally they only got like 21 likes, not that many people looking at it, and then right here like likes, but pretty much everybody do. From like, I'm not even gonna open this right here because somebody will probably be like cursing or something like that. We don't need to see that. Um, so yeah, it's unfortunate that happened to them. So next up is Dead by Daylight. Now this is interesting, and for two things. Now, one, this mode is actually a lot of fun for both, for survivors and for killers. Literally, is just run around like try to get away and stuff like that. I actually got to try this out. It's not bad. It's definitely not bad. I don't know if I'll ever actually be like a DVD content creator because DVD is very toxic. The community is very toxic. It's interesting that there's more killers than there is survivors, which is funny because this is a survivor community in this game. Like survivors, they whine, they complain, they always want to have their way. They want the killers to be nerfed, and like literally they outnumber them. But in this particular mode, it's literally the killers just hunting them down, trying to like just out like off them. Like it's really funny how killer sided it is, and that so much so that all these survivor mains. I even made a tweet where I literally said, like, survivors be having the biggest mouth in this game, but all of a sudden y'all won't queue up. Y'all, I wonder why. Like I always said in this particular game that the survivor community in this particular game is just all about ego baiting because as soon as it's not in the favor, like the company literally had to make you get more blood for being a survivor. Like that's pretty much the currency to actually level things up and stuff like that. They had to make it like 3 times to encourage people to be survivors, and that's hilarious to me. That's Eve eating good too. Uh, we also have going moving forward. Guilty Gear Strive has announced its season pass 4, and as you guys can see, we have a bunch of characters coming in, and we have a new character, Lucy from Cyberpunk, which is crazy that she made it into the game. Right there, bam, it's coming in. That is crazy that it's gonna be Lucy and not David. I believe David is his name. Yeah. They're not giving us much more than just that. Um, I'm actually interested in the fact that it's gonna be Dizzy, and I used to main Rhythm. Obviously, dark skin husband and everything, but Dizzy actually coming back. Well, she needs to be there. Her husband's here, her son's here, so why wouldn't she be here? So like I'm just really interested in that and how Dizzy's gonna play. And I'm probably gonna play Venom and Dizzy when they're out. I'm super happy for this. And then we'll probably check out Lucy, but probably not gonna rock with her too much. Next up on the iOS side and mobile is Dungeon Core. This game is actually really amazing. I actually got to play it a little bit. There's a Steam version of this as well, and you guys know I like these types of games, like the retro look and action based, where you can have some fun, get some skills going, and everything else like this. This is like lit. I wish it was on mobile. I don't like they don't have a mobile. I mean, Android. They don't have an Android side, so it's what it is. Next up is Pixel Heroes. I did want to get into this. I don't think I'm gonna have any time this weekend, but this is probably gonna be something for you guys to mess around with. There's a lot of neat interaction with all the characters. Obviously, like you could literally like gang up on stuff, and it's so funny. So it's a lot of fun with this. I like the idle games where they do stuff a little bit outside the box, and this one's definitely outside the box. It's probably going to get, like, it literally just came out. It's at 5K right now. That's not bad. No, not bad. They'll probably, by the time you see this video, it'll probably be up to like maybe 10 or 20K. Idle. It literally is an idle game. But with idols and cutesy characters, they're leaning on the whole waifu base. They want you to have at it with the waifus and stuff like that. There's really nothing else really to say. It's like AFK Arena, do your thing. Titan It is an interesting survival based game. Like we already got Once Human actually out there. I really wanted to get into Once Human, but then the First Descendant came through, and your boy out here, like, damn, I got kicked out the game. Damn, son. They just like, I was idle for like 5 minutes and they kicked me out the game. Anyway, First Descendant, as you guys see, that's taking precedent. Like, I mean, I've even got the game on right now, waiting while I do this, and rocking out. So next up is Destiny Unveiled. It's an RPG manager, as you guys can see. It came out like a week ago, and it came out when I did the last HypeWatch, and I was like, okay, I'll put it. Oh, I was going to cover it, but I never got a chance to, obviously, because the First Descendant, and then Triple Z, and then Woowa, and all that type of stuff. Everything just came through. I don't play a lot of games anymore, as you guys can see on the channel. I don't cover a lot of games anymore, because there's not a lot of time. I got IRL stuff I need to take care of as well now, so that cuts down my time. Not that I'll talk about that then, because But anyway, Destiny Unveiled. RPG Alter Age, as you guys can see. If you like a Final Fantasy type of game, this is kind of like the demo version right now. There is a premium version that's kind of like straight up like the whole game that you could play. This is a cool game because the premise behind this game is you can change back and forth between their older versions or their younger versions of themselves, and that changes gameplay, it changes story, it changes things that you have to actually do. Like, you can fit places that you couldn't normally fit if you were an adult, that type of stuff. So it's an interesting concept. I want to actually go into before we do that, let's do this first. Neo Soul Zombie, another game that coming out, another idle type of defense game. Rock it out and have a little bit of fun with it. Might be lit, might be something that you can hop into and have some fun. And now we'll head back to this. So we'll swap over and bam, so I know in the order. Okay, so really quick, I wanted to point out how things are done differently in China compared to us. So FGO somehow is like going nuts right now over here in China and Bilibili circle, and I actually respect this a lot. I be, as you can see, I'm like logged in here. I got an account. I frequent the stuff. I'm pretty much a YouTuber in China as well as I am in the United States. Official YouTuber. Like, they asked me to go do it, so I actually do that in China, and as well as over here. They have their own versions of stuff like that, which is kind of cool. And they pay in US dollar the same way like with YouTube and everything else like that. So generally everything that I post here gets posted over there too. But the way games work in China is interesting because if you look, you have FGO, you have Naraka. First of all, Naraka is like one of the biggest games of the planet right now. It's like soccer. Like Naraka just be taking over. So I'll be like, it's probably gonna be at the top of Billy forever. Your new Bang Dream is up here. Now, this is not the same one as before. This is different. They actually have, I think, 4 different Bang Dreams. This is weird, but this is the new one. This is like the ultimate graphic one. Genshin right here. Triple Z chilling up here. Wooer hanging in at 6. Blue Archive. Blue Archive is just never going to go anywhere, by the way. If you think it's going to die, never. Arknights. Honkai, the Star Rail, Sky Kid, and then crazy enough, Heavens Burns Red is actually killing it over in China too. This is also they're not even in season 2 yet. This is still this is season 1, Heavens Burns Red, where they haven't even got to the sad part yet. Path to Nowhere still hanging in there as well, coming down. You see a lot of Snowbreak hanging in there, chilling, like, and there's just so much things different. Crosscore hanging in there. Reverse 1999 with their new update hanging in there. Like, there's just a lot of cool stuff that everything is like different. PGR hanging in there at 26. PGR just never goes away either. It just does well. Millennium Tour hanging in. Like, there's just a lot of good stuff. Persona, like, I really gotta get in it because I think the story continued. So I gotta get back to Persona because it seemed like for the last 3 updates they weren't continuing the story. So I got uninterested. I got Queen and was like, all right, I don't want to play no more. I gotta get back into it though. Naruto Mobile fell off and fell down, which is crazy. And we're on the Boruto saga on Naruto Mobile, so Boruto is gonna be out there and stuff like that. And here's the other Bang as well. I think the other 2 are just not even up here right now. Just a lot of interesting stuff. And when you look at this, and then, and I believe this is Ash Echoes right here. When you look at this and then look at the other stuff, you're like, what happened? Like, Ash Echoes being like damn near almost falling off the list is crazy too. Like, because that's about to come out global. So I don't know what they're gonna do with that. Aether Gazer is falling off the list too at 48. I think Aether Gazer is pretty much like gonna be done, just to let you guys know real quick. Now, this wasn't supposed to be like it. We're just talking about this in general, but I just want to give you guys perspective on China. This stuff kind of means a lot. It means a lot for their global counterparts too, because when stuff here starts failing and then the globals aren't really the history dictates that when stuff starts to falter and not do well here, is like a GG in global side, because that they need the money over here to kind of help out global, where if it's gonna pop off or not, and if it don't pop off, that usually means that they're gonna go bye-bye. However, there's some games that come back to China that do well. Like Snowbreak is one of them, but Snowbreak just came back in general because Snowbreak was straight ecchi, 17 plus. But Snowbreak did that. FGO being like number 1, like almost like the last 3 months, because it wasn't like that for a long time, and it wasn't even in China. It was in Japan, but not China like that. But FGO just, as old as this game is, and if you look at the ranking right here, it just doesn't matter because it's weighted over here with Billy. So even if it only has like 6.0, and look at Naraka 6.0, it's kind of like weighted as like views, it's purchases and stuff like that. So it's not necessarily how much people rate stuff per se. It's more so along the lines of just the popularity of it, and that's what ends up bumping out like the Hoyo stuff, like because for a little while Woo was actually up here and like killing it for a little while, and then FGO was like hold my beer pretty much. All right, so this right here we're gonna borrow inverse. I'm just gonna link right to it. This is crazy because this is major implications, because you guys see that I be catching companies do this already, and I've been doing that for like a year, catching companies do stuff like this, and I'll explain in a second. SAG-AFTRA video game workers go on strike for AI protections. Video game actors say they want their fair compensation and right to be informed to consent for AI use of their faces, voices, and bodies. All right, so here's the thing. This has been going on at least for the past year, and I've been catching it in videos, and you guys see that. And I would make fun of it because it always sounds funny every time it happens. It never sounds human. It never sounds right. I don't even know why companies do it, because it just sounds bad. But come to find out is that they've been stealing the voice actor stuff and the likeness and using AI and stuff like that, and I didn't know that. So now when I do these type of videos, I need to make sure that, or if it's like resembles or sounds like a certain actor, and I know it's not, and it's not an official game, I'm just not gonna do the video, because that's messed up. At the end of the day, so I get why they're doing this, but the problem that's gonna happen with this, which is not really a problem, I'm okay. Like I see people getting mad at the VAs on Twitter, which I think is unfair. Is that's going to start delaying HSR. It's going to start delaying everything. Hoyo is going to be delayed because they use a major voice acting agency, and that they work with SAG-AFTRA. That's gonna it's affecting GTA as well. So all you GTA 6 people, I'm sad for you. It's going to be even more delayed than it already is. Almost every single game that uses SAG-AFTRA is going to be delayed now, because they're just not going to have the VA lines now. So which means the games are going to be delayed. They're just not going to program certain things. It's going to push stuff back. So all of and that's almost damn near everything. So like that new game NTE is probably SAG-AFTRA too. They probably have actors for that. That's going to be delayed now, which sucks. Like, but I really just I want cool games, but I don't want the people who are making the games to be robbed either. So it's just stuff that we have to get over. And last but certainly not least, we have Bleach, Rebirth of Souls. This is gonna be amazing. It's a Bandai Namco game. This dude responded to me on Twitter talking about there's no depth in the game and everything else like this. I be getting on people on Twitter. Like, don't be saying some BS to me. Like, I'm the last creator that you guys know how I get down. Like, I will personally go focus on people. They say creators aren't supposed to do that. I'd be like, F that noise. You talk to me crazy, I'm gonna come at you. Just no, absolutely not. Like, and people don't be used to that. Like they think that creators are just there for them to be like targets, and that they can just say whatever they want to say. And it's like this thing that you're a content creator. You're supposed to have thick skin. You're supposed to not come after people. I say, fuck that. Okay, my exact words, like, no, that is not how it's supposed to happen. It's not what we are supposed to be doing. That is not how it was. Like, a lot of people forget that I was here at the start of all this content creator stuff. I'm the OG, the trailblazer, the path guy right here. Everybody who's doing stuff that I already did 10 years ago, basically. And I literally have the pedigree and the videos up for that. So I don't have to sit here and listen to people say, hey, it's like you supposed to. No, that's not how it's supposed to happen. That's not how the OG started it. That's not how YouTube works, where you just get stuff like that. Like, You're supposed to be legit. You're supposed to be real. People are supposed to respect you. That's how it works. Like, so we're not going to start that beta boy soft stuff, like where people are just supposed to just be acting crazy, because that's kind of that's how you end up with Hoyo, with the Hoyo community. That's exactly how that happens, because you just let too many people do that, which is like it's like there's nothing they can really do when it comes to that as far as things. No, it's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. Had we as a community had just put a stop to that, like all of the way that like there would be no toxic Hoyo community, because we would just run the toxic people out of there. But it's like it's okay to be toxic get views. You got toxic creators who just basically make millions being toxic, making more people toxic, and then they just all sit in this toxic bubble. And then we all say, oh, we're not going to deal with that, when it's really us as a community's fault that that's even a thing. It should not be a thing. That should not be the most popular. Gameplay should be popular. Getting good at games should be popular. Everybody having fun, and like we get on these games to have fun and all chill out, and seeing cool stuff like this game right here, like seeing Ichigo be a god. That's loud. Seeing Ichigo be a god, and you know, run around and do good content. And are they actually gonna do? Yeah, they are. I'm okay. This is fine. Like all of this right here, this is why you wake up and you play games. You just stuff like this, and then we can, like, you know, be in the arenas and be in like Discords on Twitter. I mean on Twitch rather, and like get rooms and people kind of similar to what, like, you know, Maximilian dudes, like you know, get like a King of the Hill type of stuff and start playing with people and just have fun. Like that's what gaming is supposed to be. It's not supposed to be toxic. It's not supposed to be reacting to toxic. It's not supposed to be this person. You wake up, oh, what's the drama today? Who's mad at who? It ain't supposed to be about any of that nonsense. That's some degenerate BS that we just let happen. That's not supposed to be what the world is supposed to be about. We're supposed to be happy. Like, you only get one life and you should spend it being happy, not spend it being sad or making other people sad or benefiting off of other people's misfortune. That I just don't like it. So that's my spiel. Everything that's this week. As me as a person, you know, maybe because I'm an older person and maybe because I'm one of the oldest creators in the space right now for this, that I feel that way. It's just that like it becomes enough. Like, I don't like seeing people upset. I don't like looking at games and watching so many people down the list be like, damn, this is why I hate this community, because like you can't even enjoy nothing. Somebody always like, I dislike seeing that. Like, you see that a lot, not even a little bit, and they're not even memeing. You're like, when you community, for 1 second, look around and you see that many people unhappy with that type of stuff. You have to say to yourself, you know what, maybe we shouldn't be like that. Maybe we should just go have fun. And then a lot of people will just ignore it and leave those people upset. I don't like that. I don't want to leave those people upset. You don't know what's going on in their life. They could be having like the biggest trouble. They could be somewhere in some country. That country just tore up, like something like in the Middle East, something like that. And they're just trying to play a game and enjoy, get some summons and stuff like that. And they're getting all this type of BS and they can't even enjoy the game because people just memeing and acting like complete a-holes. Like, we gotta be better than that. We just do. So I'll catch you guys next video. Peace. Like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Hit the notification bell again to be first notification squad. Leave a comment. Everything that could help the algorithm, to help the video and everything else. That's all I ever ask.